Hey Leo, welcome back. This is a general message for those who need it the most, September 13th through the 19th. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Thank you so much for watching. Let's get into this week's astrology. The Uranus and Gemini retrograde energy will last until November 9th when it re-enters Taurus, until February 4th, 2026. We are encouraged to choose our words carefully, to heal and change, focusing on listening to others and understanding their ideology, then making up our mind and taking steps towards change. Trust this process. On the 13th, the Sun in Virgo is conjunct Mercury in Virgo. This will inspire a very active mind. You may become easily distracted when listening to others, butting in or letting your mind wander. This will highlight your thinking, communications, and short distance travel. It brings quick thinking, adaptability, and curiosity. On September 18th, Mercury enters Libra. You will notice communication becoming diplomatic, fair, and open to understanding others' perspectives to achieve balance and harmony. Valuing collaboration and seeking just outcomes. You may avoid confrontation during this transit. On September 19th, Venus enters Virgo. This is a great time to assert your worth, seeking new career opportunities. You will notice focusing on life's more practical matters is a time of getting down to the nitty-gritty, so we can figure out what is working in our relationships and what isn't. Are you getting what you deserve? Then the week after, on the 21st, there is a solar eclipse in Virgo. It's the second new moon in Virgo as well. Let's get started. We will continue the astrology study next week. I am using the Earth Woman Tarot for you today. This is your message for September 13th through the 19th, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements of Love and Naomi. Thank you so much for joining me here, my lovely Leos. Check the description box for anything else you may need to know. That signifies split the deck. Let's split the deck and get our message for you today, my lovely Leos. We got Strength on the bottom of the deck, same as Sagittarius. Could have something to do with the Sag energy that you could be connecting with. This is also your energy, my lovely Leos. You're underneath it all, behind the scenes or in front, doesn't matter. You're the one driving it. I love it. So, Four of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune. Two of Wands in reverse. Taking your time out. Things are changing right now. You're not necessarily making plans for anything. You're not spending any money. You're not being inspired by much. You're just kind of maybe even just jotting down or journaling the ideas. Page of Swords in reverse. Seven of Pentacles. Interesting. There's some bad news that you're learning about something growing here. Sun. This makes me feel like someone's happy about something here in regards to the bad news or the unexpected communication. Three of Cups in reverse. Ace of Cups in reverse. This does make me feel like with that bad news turning out to make someone happy, makes me feel like that there's some kind of retaliatory thing going on here underneath the surface. Then we see the Three of Cups in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse. This is someone's cup is empty. There's third-party energy. It's almost as if someone's getting off on revenge. Four of Pentacles in reverse. So now this is going to cost someone. Doesn't mean you, but it's going to cost someone. So this makes me feel like someone doesn't necessarily care too much about everything in general, and the lack of respect is very much what was unexpected, but it does make someone happy. The sheer fact that someone's taking their step back and they're not planning nothing, they're not doing nothing, maybe they're very easily able to spend, kind of just makes me feel like that they're not necessarily taking any steps towards the future for anything. Okay, so then what's the challenge in all this? For Leo, we got the World card. So something is ending, something's coming to completion, but there's something that, how do I say this with the World card? There's something that is contained within you that you have the possibility to do. You are inspired by something and you do want to achieve something, but there's something that's holding you back still. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So you may not have necessarily the funds to do, but there are ways around that. What is the overall energy of this message? It's off the table. Overall energy of this message for Leo. September 13th to the 19th, we've got the Queen of Wands. Wow. Independent, strong, quite the force in nature, black cat energy. You know your worth and value. This is very Lila Hormozy. This is very power femme. This is very powerful in their own right. She's quiet too, but her presence speaks loudly. We do have the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck, telling us about someone who has their eye on you. They might have their eye on you not because they care about you, but because they want to see you fail. So then what is tell me more information about the sun here. Tell me about the sun energy. That is your energy, Leo. You want to focus on your happiness, on what makes you light up. Tell me more about the Page of Swords in reverse. What is the unexpected news? Five of Pentacles, a loss, a feeling of being left out in the cold. It's just a lot of grief and betrayal with the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck, okay? So filling up your own cup. There are other things going on beneath the surface and behind the scenes that isn't fully made aware, but there's a lot of thoughts around it. So then what's the outcome of this message? The Eight of Pentacles, it has a lot to do with a work situation. Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, and elevating that situation to get your heart's desire. Making all the dreams come true, creating all the stability needed, not having to worry about anything. This is going to be very, very successful for you, but you're going to have to grind out. So then what is the advice for Leo? With the Hierophant and the Magician in reverse. This was the two cards that were falling off the table at the beginning. When I was like, oh, I can take these two cards fall off the table. Now there is a disconnection here, and then there is the lack of belief within the self, potentially. So this makes me feel like you're not sure if you can fly alone, or you even use your own wings to fly yet. But you have these wings already, and they're not clipped, and they're fully able to use it, but you just haven't opened them in a while. So it kind of just makes me feel like you've been waiting permission, and you don't need permission. That's the thing. You don't need permission for this. So, what else does the universe want Leo to know regarding this message for September 13th to the 19th? During a time of feeling abandoned in a situation, when you do what is hard and difficult, you can then inspire and have other people understand the strength and the willingness you're willing to go to make something happen. Bam, Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. I love this reading for you. This tells me that you're not a quitter, you're not someone that's about to give up, nor are you about to let anybody ruin anything for you. I love that, and that makes you truly powerful and in your own strength. Even if things are going through a dark time right now with the Hermit card and the Ten of Cups in reverse. Okay? So that is your message for you right now. Thank you so much for joining me here. I'll see you next week, and I look forward to seeing you then. I'll see you around, and if you need anything else, check the description box down below.